Hi, Analisa Six here with the Lady of Leisure and the Sober Curator to bring you the December 2024 horoscope for the zodiac sign of Aquarius for Sun and Rising placement. Like my hair is doing weird stuff today. Excuse me. I should have cleared my throat before I hopped on here. I don't know why I'm all scratchy. Feel like I'm having allergies this morning or something. But welcome to December. It's December 3rd on the day that I am recording this. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you, Aquarius. You and Pisces are the last signs of the zodiac, and I always start from the beginning and go to the end. So you guys are always the last videos that I record. But you know, it's still the beginning of December and we have a lot to go over. So I'm just going to dive right in. We start every December in the mutable fire sign of Sagittarius, and where Sagittarius hits in the horoscope chart for Sagittarius for Aquarius is the 11th house, which is the house that rules our relationship to friendship, groups, political organizations, volunteer work that we are interested in maybe doing in our community. The 11th house has a big connection to community and how we feel within a group environment or within the community that we're choosing to be a part of. When the sun is passing through here, it highlights these themes in our life. So we might feel more of an inclination to want to connect with others or be social or care about a cause or be involved in our community in some way. We also might be reflecting on the people that we have in our life and whether or not we feel like we're in alignment with the different social circles or groups that we associate with. Starting out on December 1st, we have the sun here, and then we also have the moon here, which means that we're starting the month out with a new moon in Sagittarius. New moons are a great time to set intentions towards things that you want to manifest or cultivate into your life. So in the 11th house, when we have a new moon, this can be a really positive time to want to set intentions around who you hang out with, who you consider your friendship circle. Also kind of like if you're, you are interested in joining a group or an organization, this could be a time where you set intentions around wanting to manifest more of that into your life. We also start out the month with Mercury retrograde in the 11th house, and it's going to be retrograde here for the first 2 weeks. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius passing through the 11th house does have us reflecting on who we surround ourselves with, whether or not we feel like our social circle is in alignment with the person that we want to be in our life. We also might have some communication difficulties with people that are in our lives, whether it's our friendship group or another community organization or group that we're a part of. So those are things that can come up for us during this time. The other kind of transit that we're experiencing at the beginning of the month, we'll have Venus finishing up her time in Capricorn before she enters your sign of Aquarius on the 6th. So Venus has been passing through Capricorn since last month, and this has been happening in the 12th house of the horoscope chart for Aquarius. Wherever Venus is passing through, she's considered to be a blessing and kind of bringing good fortune to relationships and even finances, or kind of more of the areas of our life that we experience beauty, love, our desire for connection, those kinds of things. And in the 12th house, that house is the house that tied to our subconscious. Hold on a second. Cosmo. There's so many noises in my building that he gets very worked up about. I believe Cosmo's an Aquarius too, so his birthday's coming up after Capricorn season. Oh man, it just got really noisy outside. So Venus has been passing through the 12th house, which is the house that has to do with our subconscious. It has to do with dreams, secrets, desires. And when Venus is here, we might feel a desire to connect more to our deeper parts of ourself and work through things that are coming up for us, like repressed memories. We might have our dreams enhanced during this time. It's a really positive energy for spiritual work and creativity. And then once she moves out of Capricorn on the 6th, she's going to move into your sign of Aquarius. And this hits in the first house of the horoscope chart. So Venus is going to move into that first house and bless this area. The first house is the house that has to do with your identity and your relationship to self. And when you're going through a Venus transit in the first house, it's supported for you to focus on things that have to do with self-love and building a stronger relationship to the way that you relate to yourself and to your identity. the fifth house is the house where we experience our relationship to self-expression and creativity and how we share ourselves. But in the first house, it really has to do with how you're relating to yourself, for yourself. It's a house of independence, a house of autonomy. All things self-love are supported. So you kind of pulling all your energy inward and really focusing on dating yourself, being alone, building independence in healthy ways. All of that is super supported with Venus passing through this house. And since it's Sagittarius season and you have so much pulling you into the social sectors, it might be kind of a nice balance for you to have all this energy that, wants to be social and wants to kind of connect with other people. But then this Venus in the first house pulling you into yourself and helping you really, find some time to, kind of recharge and be alone. We also start out the month with Mars and Leo. Now, Mars went into Leo last month, and Leo is actually the opposite sign of Aquarius. And so Mars is making an opposition to your energy. And so where this sits in the horoscope is the seventh house. So Mars is passing through the seventh house of the horoscope, which is the house of relationship and partnership. And when Mars is passing through here, there's two things that happen. We feel an action-oriented energy in the relationship area of our lives. So we might feel more inclined to want to connect with others. We might feel more passion, more need for validation, more need for reassurance. Leo needs a lot of attention. So we might feel kind of needy and like we need a lot of attention from relationships. But the other thing that can happen with Mars passing through the seventh house is that we can experience some conflict and some tension in partnership dynamics. Mars is going to station retrograde the first week of December. So on the 6th, when Venus enters Aquarius in the first house, Mars is going to station retrograde. Now, at some point, Mars and Venus in the second week of December are going to be making an opposition. Now, this can be really challenging for relationship dynamics because if we are having a hard time balancing partner needs with needs of us being autonomous, those two things can kind of come up and we have to work through the I versus the other. How do I get my needs met while also meeting the needs of a partner? How do I ask for what I need or what I want? How do I work through, relationship dynamics? Issues around codependence might come up, all of that kind of stuff. So, relationship with self and relationship and partnership and even friendship groups, having all this stuff in Sagittarius season, that's a big focus for Aquarius for the first half of December. That same day, we're also going to have Neptune stationing direct in Pisces. Neptune for the last 15 years has been passing through your house of finances. And now Saturn's been here trying to help you work through karmic lessons around money over the last couple of years. And if you've been in a place with confusion kind of around your money and what you feel like you're doing financially, or if you haven't been feeling overly stable in the material, with Neptune stationing direct, hopefully some of that stuff will start to kind of, make more sense. I mean, Neptune is a planet of illusion, deception, confusion, creativity, escapism. So, Neptune's not a grounded energy, but Neptune is about to leave this area of the chart, and it's been here for 15 years. It's going to move into Aries, looks like in the last day of March of 2025. And when Neptune moves into Aries, Saturn's also going to be moving into Aries next year. That area of finances for you is going to get a little bit of a break from where you've had kind of a lot of really intense energy for the last, chunk of your life, really. After that, the next major transit I'm going to cover is December 15th. We're going to have a full moon at 23 degrees of Gemini. And this is happening in the fifth house, which is the house of creativity and self-expression. And we also have Jupiter here too. So Jupiter's been here for quite a while. It's retrograde here right now. And full moons are a great time for setting intentions towards things that we want to manifest in our lives. It's also a really good time for setting intentions around what we want to release and let go of. I would say that this full moon for Aquarius specifically, it's really beneficial for you to ask yourself what your relationship is to creativity and how you express yourself. And if there's any inhibitions that you have around your creativity, this is a good time to release and let go of fears or stagnant energy and to set intentions over who you want to be, how you want to put yourself out there, and how you want to express yourself. We also have Mercury stationing direct on this day, and this is happening in your 11th house as well. So, Mercury stationing direct here. Hopefully, if you've been having any communication conflict when it comes to friends, groups, or, if there's just been kind of some wonky energy with how you're reflecting on yourself and just how you are within a group environment, that Mercury direct will hopefully help you start to feel more clear on some of the things that you've been asking yourself or working through. Then on December 21st, we enter Capricorn season and we're going to have the winter solstice. Now, Capricorn season hits in that 12th house for the Aquarius horoscope, which is the house that I was talking about earlier that rules the subconscious, hidden desires, secrets, past life karma. It also can be a point where we benefit from having a spiritual practice and really reflecting on our values and our relationship to spiritual energy. So Capricorn being highlighted for you over the rest of the month, you do well really working on that relationship to self still with Venus in the first house, and also healing any repressed trauma. And, you're really supported in being spiritual and creative over the rest of December and kind of in a more introspective period. Then after that, on December 30th, we're going to have a new moon in Capricorn at 9 degrees that hits the same area of your chart. So if there are kind of things that you have, that you're working through in a deeper level that you would like to heal or move on from in a way that is successful, setting intentions around that during this time is beneficial. This area of the chart can also kind of bring up issues around existentialism and even our relationship to recovery. So if you are somebody that struggles with addiction or escapism through substances, you might be reflecting a lot on that. If you're somebody that is in recovery and is sober, you might feel like you need more support during this time with these transits here. If you have a really strong spiritual practice and you meditate, leaning into that and doing dream work is really supported and really beneficial to your mental and emotional and spiritual health. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave you there. There's a lot that is happening this month that I didn't go over that I talk about in the December astrology forecast video at the top of this playlist. So I suggest if you want a bigger breakdown on the month ahead, you watch that video. And if you liked this, please hit like and subscribe. I update these every month. You can find me at theladyofleisure.com and thesobercurator.com. And I will see you all in the new year.